Okay, and the recorder is running. Okay, what we're going to do today, what this turned out to be, is actually a system on how you can copy and paste your way to retirement. And this is actually going to become a complete system that will work with any company. All that you need to do after you do learn this system is you need a vehicle. And of course, a vehicle is something to sell, some way to get you from where you are to where you are now, or where you want to be, sorry. And the vehicle that we are choosing, of course, is the Legends Network and Facebook. What we're going to be covering today is through 3 short videos. The first one is understanding what the Legends Network is and the residual income side. And then I'm going to be going through another video understanding the Legends Network coded bonuses and how you can get to $30,000 in 9 weeks. And in the third short video, these are only 5 or 6 minute videos, it's going to be understanding how to get to the retirement plan in 10 weeks. After these 3 videos are over, I'm going to be doing a very short live training on how to use Facebook to dominate the Legends Network or any other company, I suppose. And again, this is going to be tweaked in the future. So anything any suggestions anyone has, just let me know. And I will probably implement them. So what I'm going to do right now is pull up a video. And when the video is over, I'm going to come back in the room just to make sure everyone understood what the video was saying. Don't be afraid to ask any questions, Reggie, because Adam did yesterday, and questions are good. So just let me shut up, and I'll pull up the first short video.
Welcome to this presentation on understanding the Legends Network, and better yet even, understanding the Legends Network compensation plan. I'm going to be doing the presentation in 3 parts to make it easy for anyone to understand. In part 1, I'll quickly be explaining what the Legends Network is and how we can get paid a monthly check, known as residual income, meaning getting paid month after month after month for life. In part 2, I'll be explaining how you can earn $30,000 worth of what's known as coded bonuses in 9 weeks. And in part 3, I'll be explaining how to achieve complete time and money freedom in 10 weeks. Before we get into any of this, what do you see here? This is the way our family Bible teaches us to draw out our family tree. So when I see this, I see our family tree with our mom and our dad, their mom and dad, and so on. As a matter of fact, here's a screenshot from Ancestry.com. This image is the easiest way to illustrate your parents, your grandparents, and so on. Please keep in mind that you have a family tree in the Legends Network too throughout this presentation. So are you ready for this? Here we go. So what is the Legends Network, and how can we get paid a monthly royalty check from them? The Legends Network is an online audio magazine. It has some of the best marketers in history giving you advice on how to live a better life. Val Smith is a marketer with more than 36 years experience, and he's doing question and answer interviews in the back office of our members' websites. Anyone who's anyone is either already there or else they're going to be in the very near future. What these professional marketers do is give us all of their marketing secrets, no holds barred. These are people that charge corporations thousands of dollars per hour for their advice. And we get it all for $24.95 a month from the 2nd month on. So that's what the Legends Network is. Now let's see how we get paid. What we need to do to make money with the Legends Network is refer new members. We can refer as many as we want, but for demonstration purposes, let's say that you refer just 2 people. Let's say Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. Now when you refer Billy Joe, the Legends Network pays you $50. And when you refer Bobby Sue, $50 more. You get paid $50 each for the first 2 people that you refer to the Legends Network. Now let's say that Billy Joe goes out and sponsors Uncle Jed and Granny, while Bobby Sue refers Jethro and Ellie Mae. This is how your Legends Network family tree starts, and you get paid on 15 levels of this happening. Guess what happens when this is accomplished? When you refer 2 people, that refers 2 people. This is also known as the power of 2. You get a free position in the company, and this can start all over again. This actually doubles your income on the residual side. And how much money do you think you can make on the residual side? Well, let's check that out. This is how I'm going to demonstrate your Legends Network family tree. It starts with you referring 2 new members, giving you 2 people on your first generation. Just like this. And then they refer their 2. Billy Joe referring Uncle Jed and Granny, and Bobby Sue sponsors Jethro and Ellie Mae. This gives you 4 members on your second generation, making your Legends Network family tree look just like this. Then Uncle Jed and Granny go out and sponsor John and Paul and George and Ringo, and Jethro and Ellie Mae refer the Go-Go's, giving you a very strange sounding music and 8 people on your third level. These bands bring in all 7 of the original Eagles and 9 surviving members of the Rolling Stones, giving you 16 members on Generation 4 of your family tree. And notice 2 Dons and 3 Micks. Who knew? Then 32 people on your 5th generation, and then it starts to get interesting. You have 64 people on Generation 6, and then it goes 128, 256, 512, 1024. Generation 11 gives you 2048, then 4096, 8192, 16384, and finally on level 15 there are 32,678 members. Now this creates a total of more than 64,000 people in your Legends Network family tree. The Legends Network pays us 50 cents up to $5 per person in our matrix. When a single Legends Network family tree fills up, it maxes out at about $64,000 per month. But remember your free position in the company family tree. That too has the potential to earn more than $60,000 per month. Plus, remember our task is to refer new people to the Legends Network, right? Well, everything they earn, we earn too. There's a matching check bonus for everyone that you personally refer to the Legends Network. And now for the good part. Understanding how the Legends Network's coded bonuses work.
Okay, before we get into the second video, that's pretty plain and basic. We understand what the Legends Network is and what the residual income pay plan pays like, right? Because MLM pay plans can get quite complicated. Alrighty. Okay, then what I'm going to do is pull up the second video, and this part is going to explain the 9 weeks through the coded bonuses. And eventually, again, what I want to do is get this all into a live presentation instead of the 3 videos. But there's a bit of tweaking that I have to do in the graphics. So let's go back to video number 2.
It's $24.95 a month from the second month on for a reason. TLN realizes that some of us may want to earn some real money for promoting their company, so they came up with a way for us to do this with the first month's cost. It cost us $129.95 one time, lifetime, to join the Legends Network. That's our startup cost. Now remember back when you sponsored Billy Joe and Bobby Sue? Well, when you sponsored Billy Joe, you made $50. And when you sponsored Bobby Sue, you made $50. Remember, we are allowed to refer as many people as we want to the company, right? So what happens when you sponsor Billy Mack? This time, you make $80. And when you refer John and Paul and George and Ringo, Well, you get paid 80 bucks, 80 bucks, 80 bucks, and 80 bucks. Why, right? Why would you get paid $50 for these two and $80 for Billy Mack and each of the four Beatles, and for every person you sponsored forever after that to infinity? Because the Legends pays us $30 coded bonuses for everyone that we sponsor after our first two on top of the $50. What happened to the $30 coded bonuses for the first two people that we sponsored? The coded bonuses for the first two people that you sponsor and that I sponsor are coded to our sponsor. Now, we're not giving anything away here. This is where the magic starts to happen. Let me explain this. The first thing that you need to know is that you get paid a 100% matching coded bonus check to infinity on the coded bonuses that your first two people make. When Billy Joe makes $5,000 in coded bonuses, so do you. When Bobby Sue gets a coded bonus check for $10,000, you get the same amount as she does on top of your regular earnings. Now, what about the third, fourth, fifth person and so on that you refer after that? Now remember that you get paid $80 up front, paid weekly, for everyone that you refer after your first two. Now let's see what happens when your group starts to grow. When Billy Mack refers his first two that sponsors their first two, where do you suppose the $30 coded bonuses go? They all roll up to you. Keep in mind that there are over 64,000 people in Billy Mack's group. What's 64,000 times $30? $1.92 million just in Billy Mack's group alone. What about John's group? Those $30 coded bonuses are yours too, along with the potential of another $1,920,000. The same thing goes for Paul, George, Ringo, and everyone else that you sponsor all the way to infinity. So now let's talk about the 9 weeks to $30,000 plan. Your first week, you invite people to the online presentations and to become members. You make $100. Week 2 sees the two that you sponsored in week 1 refer to new members. Although you never invited anyone the second week, you earn $30 times 4, or $120 on top of last week's $100. In week 3, the 4 new members from week 2 refer their 2 new members, and you earn $240 more. That's 8 times the $30 coded Fast Start bonus. Week 4 sees 16 new members coming into your organization and $480 more in your pocket. In week 5, 32 more members join at $30 each in your pocket for a total of $960. The next 4 weeks of your life rolls along like this. Week 6, 64 new members, $30 each, $1,920. Week 7, 128 new members, $30 each in your pocket, $3,840 more. Week 8, 256 new members, $30 each, $7,680 in your pocket. Week 9, 512 new members, $30 each, $15,360 in your pocket. That makes a grand total of $30,680 in just 9 weeks. And after being a member of the Legends Network for a few weeks now, I can tell you that they pay us just like they say they pay us, and that this money is real. So how do you get started and launch your business to $30,680 in 9 weeks? You simply need to understand how fast this can go and invite enough people to give you their opinion of it in your first week. That's all you need to do. Can it get any better than this? You bet it can. Right now I'm going to take you into the 10 weeks to complete freedom plan.
Okay, so that again is understood, right? That your first two you sponsor, you get paid a matching coded bonus. And anyone after that, you get $80. Plus you get $30 every time they sponsor anyone. So I just want to separate these three different parts of the pay plan. And what I'm going to do right now is take you back into the third video. And this one is how to get to complete retirement in 10 weeks. And after that, I'm going to show you guys how this is actually done.
First, let's take a step back to week 9, remembering that 512 new members came into your group and you earned $15,360 in coded bonuses for a total of $30,680. What if we took the same process 1 week longer? There would be 1,024 new people coming into your group at $30 each. This would give you $30,720 new dollars for a total of $61,400 from your effort. But remember, all you did here was refer 2 people your first week. But what if? What if you decided to work hard for 10 full weeks instead of just referring 2 people your first week? What would your income be like then? Let's see. What do I call hard work for 10 weeks? Well, you repeat what you did in week 1. You refer 2 people that refers 2 people. Except this time, you keep doing this for 10 weeks. You're probably thinking that this may be a lot of people, but really it isn't. It's only 20 people in total, and this isn't as hard as it may seem right now. The average person knows 1,000 people, and keep in mind that we aren't asking people to join our business opportunity here. We are asking them for their opinion on what we're doing, and we're going to cover this in our contacting training. So let's take a look and see what happens when we work for 10 weeks. Let's start over again in our first week. We sponsored 2 people. We made $100. In week 2, we made $120 for our downline coded bonuses. Remember, that was $30 each for 4 new members. Well, we still make that same amount, except this time we repeat what we did in week 1. And since we get paid $80 for the people that we bring in after our first 2, this time we make $160 extra for our personal coded bonuses. So instead of $220 in 2 weeks, this time we're up to $380. Now in week 3, again we make the same $240 as before for the 8 times $30 coded bonuses. Plus we get the $120 coded bonuses from the 2 people sponsoring 2 each from week 2. Plus again, we get the $160 for our own 2 personal referrals. In other words, we earn $900 after 3 weeks in the Legends Network. And all we've done is refer 6 people. So who needs $900? And I'm not even mentioning the fact that we just earned a free profit center in the Matrix. Now for the 4th week, the same $480 like in the 9 weeks plan. Plus this time, you get the $240 from the people you referred in the 2nd week. Plus $120 from the people that you referred the 3rd week, referring their first 2. Plus your personal $160 again. I'm running out of room for your money here. So $900 from week 3, plus $1,080 from week 4, you've earned $1,980 from the Legends Network inside of 4 weeks. And remember that now you're up to a full-time income paid weekly. Week 5 goes $1,980, $960, $480, $240, $120, and your $160. This gives you a total of $3,940 your 5th week in the Legends Network. Week 6 closes your bank account out with $7,820 cash in hand. So who wants to be $7,000 richer in 6 weeks? Week 7 sees you with $15,540 to buy Christmas presents this December, and things are starting to get pretty serious now. $30,940 in your bank account after 8 weeks, if you follow the 10 weeks to Freedom Plan. After 9 weeks, the Freedom Plan gives you $61,700 in your wallet, and you better think about buying a bigger wallet now. And after 10 weeks as a member of the Legends Network, You are richer by $123,140. For doing what again? For working hard for 10 weeks by asking people for their opinion of the Legends Network. So how do you build a TLN business? You ask people for their opinion of the Legends Network. Hi Billy Joe, what's your opinion of the Legends Network? Hello Bobby Sue, what's your opinion of the Legends Network? One more thing that you should know about the Legends Network. While you were making $123,140 from the TLN bonuses, your Legends Network royalties grew to more than $10,000 per month. You are set for life. So who's in? Who wants to walk the path to complete time and money freedom in 10 weeks? It's as simple as what I just showed you.
So who wants $123,000 in 10 weeks? Because I'm going to start this on Monday. And the way to do it is what I'm about to show you. I imagine we all do too, Curtis. Okay, we're going to do this all with Facebook. What we're going to do is join groups on Facebook, make Facebook friends, new Facebook friends that is. And these guys or gals, or both, hopefully, are going to be the ones that see this, and they're going to help you get there, and you're going to help them get there. So there's a link that you have right here, and in the shared files folder in this webcast room, that's a little thing down in the right hand corner that looks like flying geese. There's a document that has all of this stuff that can be copied and pasted. Step 2, you find a group that's in the internet marketing or the network marketing niche or niche. When you find any group that has any connection to what we do, right click and open in a new window. And I'm going to demonstrate that really quickly when we're finished here. You click on join a group, and when we do this, sometimes we need to wait a few minutes or even a day or two for approval. Sometimes they let us in instantly. Depends on the settings of the group. Step 4 is once you're in a few groups, you start adding friends. You would add 10 to 20 each day, which would probably take about 15 minutes. Okay, this is how to add new friends on Facebook. You simply private message people. Hello Jim Bob, how are you doing? I see that we are both part of the Facebook group, and you put the group name here. You know, there's a million different names for a million different groups. And you go on to say, sometimes I like sharing ideas with like-minded people. So is it okay if I send you a friend request and sign it? And 8 times out of 10 at least, they're going to get back to you and say, of course, because they want the same things as we do. After they accept your friend request, you go immediately to their wall. You go, thanks for the Facebook friend ad, Jim Bob, and you tag their name. When you tag their name, they see that they'll actually get a message in their email account. And you just simply go, I look forward to sharing success stories with you soon. And again, you add your name. This is how you follow up with these friends. After you've been friends for a few days, just send them this private message again. Hello Jim Bob, how are you doing? I've had time to watch how you handle yourself on Facebook now, and I like the way you do things. It's obvious that you know what you're doing, and at this point, if it's obvious that the person doesn't know what they're doing, what I would do is maybe offer them some help or something. But if they do know what they're doing, you ask, what's your opinion of the Legends Network? You know, the online audio library that helps people, that does what we do? And you go, thanks in advance. I really appreciate the opinion of people that does know what they're doing. And again, sign your name. For people that do know what you do online, again, this is a private Facebook message. Can I get your opinion on something, please, Jim? I just joined a company that helps people with internet or network marketing called the Legends Network, and I would love to hear what you think of it. Again, you sign your name. Okay, for people that you know that aren't internet marketers, this would be people that are like friends or family or acquaintances. And again, this is a private Facebook message. Hi Susan, how are you doing? I know that you've never been interested in using your computer to make real money online, but I'd love to get your opinion on something. You probably won't be interested yourself, but I've always respected your opinion, and I'd like to see what you think of it. And again, sign your name. Now, when someone messages you back, they're probably going to say, I've never heard of it. And what you would reply to if they do this is, it's an online audio library called the Legends Network that helps people live better lives. They have 20 live webcasts every week so that no one misses out. I'll leave you a schedule here. If you let me know which time you can make it this week, I'll send you the link and I'll do my best to meet you there. And you just leave them the schedule and wait for them to get back to you. Okay, what this script is doing, when you type in the words you probably won't be interested yourself, what this line is doing is actually taking pressure off of anyone to join anything. People don't necessarily like going to meetings online if they think you may expect them to consider joining anything and spending their money. And when you say, I've always respected your opinion, you're edifying these people and showing them that you respect them. If you show this kind of respect to real friends, or even to strangers that you just met online, they're more apt to do you favors, like watching the business presentation and giving you their honest opinion. And anyone that understands this is really going to like it. Our job is simply get them to the meetings. This way is going to allow you to copy and paste your way to however much money you want to make. You just keep adding friends on Facebook. Lather, rinse, repeat. Just do this over and over and over again. Before you realize it, your business is going to start taking off big time. Now what I'm going to do is actually go into desktop sharing and go to Facebook right now and show you how this is done. So let me go to desktop. And let me open up another window here. And let's go to Facebook. Okay, let me find that link. While we're here, I'll show you that the shared files folder is right here, this little area on the bottom right hand side. Just click it open like this. And it may not show up in the recording here. And the top one here is a text. It's a WordPad document. And the one below that, that is a zip file of a WordPad document. So if you just download them and save them wherever you want in your hard drive, it should look fine. And this is what the actual document looks like, all right? If this web room will let me scroll down. And all you've got to do is just copy this and replace it with the person's name. So let's highlight this. Go back to Facebook. Pop it in. And Facebook, depending on what you do online, will give you a bunch of different groups. Just pick one that's in our niche, and click on Join Group. Shows you right here actually how many members are in these groups. Just join group, request sent. Now what you do after you're in groups, on your Facebook homepage, if you click this little icon in the upper left hand side here, your groups are going to show up on your left hand side. Try this one. Now you scroll down here and find out who has been active, because you don't want people that haven't been here forever, right? Right click, open link in a new tab, and this person's name is Vika. So you go back to your document, right here, type in her name or his name, grab the name of the group, Copy it. Take it back to this page. Paste the group name right there. Sign it. All you need to do is just highlight this, copy it. And message. Send. It's that simple, guys. If you do this, if you add 10 to 20 people each day, and my suggestion would be to contact 5 people a day about it, whether they're friends that you already have on Facebook, or whether these are people that you've just added on Facebook. I'll show you another trick here. If you go to your own profile, if it loads into the other computer here, there we are. Click on your friends. It's usually right here, recently added. If you click right here, this shows you people that you've added in the last couple of weeks. So again, you can use that script accordingly. If someone's been your friend online for 2 years, you're going to want to use something different than someone that you just befriended last week. So let me come back into the room and stop sharing. And let's go back to presentation. And that's it. 39 minutes. Presentation is over with. And again, I can tweak this. And once we get it down, I could do this presentation every Friday at 11. I could do it again Saturday morning at 10. And the Legends Network themselves, they have presentations, like I say, 20 times a week. It is as easy as I made it look, Curtis. Trust me. So what I'll do is send everybody a link to this replay in a couple of days. Any questions? You guys know how to get a hold of me, right? Especially you Jarvis boys. You just can't seem to get away from you 3. Okay, Reggie, anything you need, you just let me know, and I'll be kicking around. This is what I do. So anyone that watches this webcast in the future, get a hold of one of us fellows in the room here. Thank you, Reggie, for showing up. Bye, everyone.